All right, welcome to Brackets and Bets NCAA Tournament Preview. I'm Jay Croucher. He is Vaughn Dalzell, and we've also got Drew Dinsick on the line. Today we're going to talk about 8-9 matchups, typically some of the closer matchups as you would expect. 9 seeds last year, Vaughn, they went 3-1 straight up in round one, and then they all lost in round two. So unlucky for them, but we're going to talk about round one. We're going to start off with the South region. Good matchup here, Maryland against West Virginia.
Two teams close to my heart, but I'm going to go ahead and fade the Big Ten because that's usually what works out for me in March. But Maryland, 2-11 in their last 13 road and neutral site games. Only 2 wins were over against Minnesota, who's nowhere near this tournament. West Virginia playing in the Big 12, one of the best conferences. Very underrated team this year, in my opinion. Give me the Mountaineers over those Terps, who opened as a pick'em, now a 2-point favorite.
Okay, let's go to the Midwest region, Drew. Iowa, Auburn.
Yeah, this looks like offense in a can right now, man. 151.5 is the current total. I think that's about 4 points too low. This should be in the 155 range. Iowa has woeful defensive efficiency. Auburn is going to feast. This is going to turn into a track meet, so give me the over and what ultimately looks like Auburn going through to the second round.
Okay, defense optional in Iowa, Auburn. Vaughn, West region, Arkansas, Illinois. What do you think of this one?
Well, we might as well just fade 3 straight Big Ten teams here and say 9 seeds and take the Razorbacks. But I think that they're the more athletic team, the deeper team, and the more talented team. Illinois is a team that has question marks all around them this season. They beat Texas and UCLA in the first month of the season. But guess what? Lately, they've lost to Penn State and Ohio State. 2 teams playing pretty well, but you needed those wins. So I like Arkansas, who's playing a little bit better basketball right now.
Okay. Don't know what the Big Ten ever did to you guys. I love the Big Ten. Let's go to the East region, Memphis, Florida, Atlantic. Drew, what do you think?
Yeah, man, maybe no hotter team in the country right now than the Memphis Tigers. They are firing up the rankings. If you go based on current form, they are a top 10 team, amazingly. However, they do struggle to defend. They do struggle on the defensive glass. Florida Atlantic also struggling on the defensive glass. So this looks to me at least like the type of game where you could get a lot of second chance points. I'm looking at this 152.5 total as potentially too low. I do think Memphis goes through, as I have them as 2.5 points better than Florida Atlantic. However, this again, I think is going to be an offensive battle.
Okay, of all these games, Vaughn, what's your favorite pick?
All right, so I got Auburn at +1. It is now out to -1, -1.5, which I still think is playable. What Drew said, Iowa Hawkeyes don't play any defense. All right, it's optional in this game. Iowa's ranked 303rd in 2-point defense over the last few weeks. That is atrocious. Auburn scores over 55%, closer to 58% of their points from 2-point range. They should have no problem scoring 75, 80-plus points on this Iowa Hawkeyes defense. So I'm going to continue to do it, Jay. I'm going to continue to fade the Big Ten.
Okay, 303rd in 2-point defense. That seems bad.
It's pretty bad. 363, pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad. All right, Drew, what do you like?
I'm going against the market here. I'm going to take the Maryland Terrapins and Big Ten here. A little bit of love for the Big Ten. Maryland, of course, not an especially great resume over the balance of the season. However, over the last month, this is a team that is shooting the ball especially well. I think that can be the distinguishing factor that gets them past a Mountaineers team that was not especially impressive in the Big 12 and really kind of getting by on what everybody perceives as the best conference in the country. So Maryland Terrapins for me, outright winners at 2.5-point Ducks.
Okay, Drew going head-to-head with Vaughn. I
Yikes.
hate it when you guys disagree, but so be it. Drew Dinsick rides with Maryland. All right, for more coverage of the NCAA tournament, you can check out NBC Sports YouTube channel and also NBCSportsEdge.com.